Every game is a must-win game for the Canadiens right now, and last night, we all knew it was going to be tough because the Florida Panthers have been as hot as the Devils' ass crack lately. You see, they've still been winning games without Tkachuk, they've been winning games without Marchand, even Ekblad, who apparently got into the wrong Flintstone tablets a couple of weeks ago. But this game review is brought to you by Miraj Trading. And if you like collecting hockey cards, if you consider yourself a bit of an Ash Ketchum and maybe you're trying to complete that Vancouver Pettersson side quest, well, there's no better place to look than MirageTrading.com. They pretty much got every hobby box you could possibly think of. You can find their links in the description of today's video, but here we go. Habs, Panthers. The puck is dropped, and in the first few minutes of the game, Josh Anderson starts pissing people off, and in return, Josh Anderson also draws the first penalty of the game. Half a sandwich, or whatever his name is. He picks up a 2-minute minor for slashing, which means we get an early Habs power play. Everybody's trying to get the puck to Patty. He's actually going to whiff on it twice. But when Lane Hudson gets it right back to him like the good golden retriever boy he is, there's no way Patty's going to screw it up again. That's his 16th goal of the season, and we got ourselves a 1-goal game. Now, just a couple of minutes later, the Panthers are going to find themselves right back in the penalty box again. This time it's Sam Bennett. He's going to get caught for a high stick, and on the following power play, here we go again. Now it's Alex Newhook, who takes a nice pass from Suzuki to give the Canadiens a 2-goal lead. However, Paul Maurice, he doesn't seem to like it. We get a coach's challenge from the Florida Panthers, and this one's actually going to get called back because Brendan Gallagher gets a little too close to Sergei Bobrovsky. Watch, he gets inside the blue paint, knocks the stick out of his hands, or maybe Bobrovsky just drops it. I guess we'll never know. But this one's not going to count. I initially thought it would give the Panthers a little bit of a boost in their play, but my God, I don't care what anyone says. They looked pathetic last night. They were constantly turning over the puck, and eventually, after yet another brutal turnover in their own zone, Slavkovsky's going to set up our little bundle of joy, and he's going to pot his 33rd goal of the season. Can you believe it? Our little boy might even hit 40 this year. I love it. But now we're going to move on to the second period, where the Panthers are about to make this game a little more interesting. You see, they're finally going to get on the board. It's going to be half a sandwich, scoring goal number 13 on this season. Matheson, he doesn't like it because he feels like he was being interfered with by Sam Bennett on that one, but the refs, they ignore him. And now we get a 2-1 game. But you got to give the boys some credit because instead of falling apart, the Canadiens, they just keep on pushing. They're going to get quite a few high-danger scoring opportunities during that second period. One of them was on the power play, and I still don't know how Slavkovsky wasn't able to bury that one. Man, that was weird, and he's going to have nightmares about it, but that's okay. Now we're going to move on to the third period, where, believe it or not, I never imagined I'd be saying these words, but Christian Dvorak is about to take over this hockey game. He's the main character all of a sudden. Boom. He's going to get started with a big hit. That's probably the biggest hit I've ever seen him make. Poor Gally just learned the hard way that you got to keep that chin up when Devo's on the ice. He just doesn't give a shit about anything. And with just under 12 minutes left to go, now he's going to get on the board. To give the Canadiens a 2-goal lead. That's some incredible hand-eye coordination. David Savard picks up the only assist on that one. Hero status has been achieved, and Samuel Montembeault is going to slam the door shut for the remainder of the period, making some big ol' saves. None of them bigger than this one right here. That was a beauty. Your final score of this hockey game is 3-1 for the Habs, and now we're going to take a look at the standings. Let's rip the band-aids off to see what the heck is going on here. The good news, Columbus is finally in the rearview mirror, for now. But the bad news is the Rangers are now 1 point ahead. The Habs are still very much in the mix. There's a good chance they can make it, but they just got to keep winning games. They got to keep picking up as many points as they possibly can. But you know what? I definitely wouldn't underestimate the Canadiens right now because they seem like they just seem dialed in. You know what I mean? They seem like they want it themselves. It's pretty refreshing. Now, before I leave, I just want to give a shout out to Josh Fountain, who's going through a really difficult time right now. He's in a battle with cancer. I just want to let you know that we're all cheering you on, buddy. Stay strong, keep on fighting, and hey, I'll see you next time.